Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz. This is my channel, King of Hidden Gems. I try to bring to your attention fragrances are usually very good value for money. They smell good. They're usually under the radar. Not many people talk about them. I think at least you should do your research, try for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So in this video I have another update for you, and this is the brand Animale. Brand Animale has been around since 1987. They have few fragrances that are quite well received in the fragrance community. One of them being the original one, the Susanna the Lion, which I reviewed myself in this channel. If you're interested, you can go and check it out. And also the other one, which has even bigger hit, was the perfume Animale for Men in 1992, I think, came out, and it was a big hit, especially in the fragrance community, and I am one of those people who absolutely love that fragrance. So this one in particular is a flanker of Animale or Animale in the original, and this is called Animale Black. Is EDT 100 ml. It's not easy to find this one. You can find it still here and there, but it's not readily available. For the price I paid for it, I paid under £30 for it. For that price, it's quite nice, it's quite good. There are a couple of caveats with this one, and I'm going to tell you in a minute. But first thing first, in terms of presentation, very nice, especially for the price. You can see the bottle is nice, the box is good. Overall, it's a good presentation, especially for the price. In terms of longevity, this is where it fell a little bit short. On my skin went up to 5 hours. Let's say on my skin went 4 to 5 hours. On t-shirt it goes about 6 hours or so, maybe 7 hours if you push it. So it is a little bit on the weak to moderate, let's say moderate overall in terms of performance, in terms of longevity. In terms of the projection, similar story, maybe around 45 minutes of projection, about an arm length, and after that slowly subside. It almost becomes a skin scent, but it doesn't. It stays maybe half an arm length of projection. You still got a small bubble, a small cloud, and a small trail. I put about 10 sprays of it, and that was the performance I got from it. Probably if you go heavy on the trigger, if you go for example 15 to 20 sprays, it will stay maybe up to 8 hours, the combination of skin and t-shirt. So in terms of performance, moderate, maybe moderate to good if you overspray it. So that was a little bit of let down in terms of performance. I was expecting it to be at least maybe going up to 8 hours easy, but this is what we have in front of us. So performance, projection, longevity, moderate, maybe to moderate to good if you overspray it. In terms of the name Animale Black, so this is supposed to be the darker version or black version of the Animal or Animal, but to me it felt a little bit short. First thing first, where is the darkness? There is almost no darkness in here. Yeah, maybe a smidgen of, maybe I'm getting something like a black pepper, little bit of patchouli in here, but everything is in moderate amount. Is nothing here to give it the oomph, to give it the blackness, to give it that darkness. So overall I classify this fragrance as fresh to semi-fresh, so no darkness in here unfortunately. And in terms of classification is I would say this is an aromatic, spicy, woody fragrance. So it is a middle of the road standard men's fragrance. So I was expecting something special in here, and it didn't happen, and for me that one is a little bit on the disappointing side. The other disappointing side, obviously after the performance and the name Black, which fell short, is that this one, after the Animal, which was a big hit, and I am one of the biggest fan of that fragrance, and I think that fragrance is absolutely special. This one had to live up to the name, but unfortunately it didn't. So it's a fallen short of the name and upholding that reputation of the animal for men fragrance. So naturally, I have the animal here. This is a big bottle, 200 ml. I went through this at least couple of bottle of this during the years. I absolutely love it, and you can see it's almost less than half now, and I am not using it that much. The reason is because I want to keep it. It's not because I don't love it. I absolutely love this fragrance. This fragrance to me is a very special fragrance. Animal, the EDT version for men. This is a 200 ml version of it. The good news is you still can buy animal in the market. It's not easy, it's not readily available anymore, unfortunately, but still some places you can find it, and that is very good news for me, at least, because I absolutely love this fragrance. So this one, the animal one, yes, absolutely, I highly recommend it. I give it 10 out of 10 to this fragrance. It's just a beautiful fragrance for what it does for performance. Performance in this one is absolutely stellar. Although this is an older bottle, so this is at least about 10 years old, if not older, and the performance on this is almost beast mode. Easily goes over at 8 hours on the skin, over 10 hours on t-shirt. So it's a beautiful performer. It's very strong for EDT especially, and absolutely gorgeous. Overall, it's a very complex fragrance. This one, compare this, the black one is actually simpler, which again another hint of disappointing thing for me. When you are making a flanker of this and you're going to call it black, you have to make it more complex, not less complex. So this one is less complex than this is more complex, this is simpler. Overall, this one is not a bad fragrance. I like it, it's nice, but this is the extent of it. It's nice, is the middle of the road, is safe, is done before many times, and the DNA is almost generic. Almost, there is a hint of niceness to it, but it's almost generic. To some extent, this one reminds me of Aramis Gentleman. So if you are a fan of Aramis Gentleman, because Aramis Gentleman is being discontinued, unfortunately, a majority of the fragrance has been discontinued, and this one, it reminds me of Aramis Gentleman, or is it Aramis Black? Because from the memory I was remembering it's Aramis, but I couldn't distinguish between Aramis Gentleman and Aramis Black. So just to be on the safe side, I would say this one reminds me either of Aramis Black or Aramis Gentleman, one of those, which both of those been discontinued and very hard to find. So if you are a fan of either of those and you want something quite similar to them and still available, this one is a good alternative to those two fragrances, Aramis Gentleman or Aramis Black. To some extent, maybe less extent, it reminds me of Dolce & Gabbana, the one for men, the original one, the EDT, but to lesser extent. So those two are closer to this rather than the DNG Dolce & Gabbana, the one for men. I would say maybe that one is around 50% similarity to this one, but Aramis Gentleman or Aramis Black, one of them, because from the memory I couldn't distinguish them. This one is closer, I would say around maybe 80% similarity to those two or one of them. So if you like those, probably you like this. If you don't like Aramis Black or Aramis Gentleman, probably you won't like this. And that makes in this fragrance is still viable, because I'm sure many people love Aramis Gentleman or Aramis Black, and because they can't find it, this is a good buy for them. Under £30, no brainer whatsoever. So that is the only, I would say, not the only, but it is the positive side of it. For me, it was a little bit on the disappointing side because of what I explained. Three things. One, the performance is not great. Two, the naming is not right, or it doesn't live up to the name. 3, as a flanker of this one, I was expecting something more complex, or at least similar complexity to this, which is not, it's much simpler. So I still highly recommend this one if you can find it, or still available. As I said, both of these are still available. They're not readily available, they're not everywhere, but 1 or 2 places you can still find them for a good price. If you like more complex fragrance, go for this. This is an absolute gorgeousness. I give it 10 out of 10. Beautiful fragrance, just gorgeous to the max. Just absolutely gorgeous. Again, some people compare this to Amen by Thierry Mugler, the original. This one came out first, so 1992. Amen came 1994 or 1995. So this one is originator, basically. Thierry Mugler copied this, if there is anything like that. Although there are some similarity between this and Amen, I prefer this one to Amen, to be honest with you. Although I love Amen myself, I'm a big fan of it. But if you put this against Amen, I'll pick this one anytime. Maybe because of my age. So this one is more mature, is more complex than Amen. Amen is younger and more vibrant. This is more complex, it's deeper, it's denser. So to me, and also this one has a little bit of classical feel to it. Amen doesn't. Amen is very sweet. This one, the sweetness is less than the Amen, but there are other players which are much more pronounced. So here I am absolutely a big fan of this one, even though I love Amen the original, but this one I prefer it to Amen. So you can tell how good this is, at least for my taste, for my age, for my experience. So highly recommend this one. This one I recommend for people who like fragrances like Aramis Gentleman or Aramis Black, which are being discontinued and are almost impossible to find, and also if you find them, they are ridiculously expensive. So this is a very good alternative for those 2 fragrances. The DNA of this reminds me of some of the DNA of Aramis, which is a good thing. So that is one absolutely good thing about this fragrance, which has that DNA of Aramis, some of the Aramises which are being discontinued for a few years now. So I highly recommend this one. I recommend this one if you know what you're getting into. Performance was okay. This one performance is great. And in terms of complexity, this one is much more complex than this one. This one is simpler. This one is to me is a beautiful fragrance, very underrated, although when it came out it was a big hit in the fragrance community, but lately nobody mentioning it, but I still absolutely love this one. So this one is both of these are quite on the mature side. I would say both of these are at least 25 years and older to be in the safe side. Both of these are for gentlemen, obviously for men, but if you like this kind of fragrances, you lady, you can easily wear them. Both of these are quite versatile. You can use them in summer and winter, no problem at all. And both of these are again very versatile in terms of dressing up. So you can dress them up, dress them down, daytime, nighttime, special occasion, casual, formal, informal. You can wear them to wedding, you can wear them to work. They are very versatile in that term as well. So the moral of the story is, if you like a better fragrance, go for this. If you are more complex, go for this. If you are a better performance, go for this. If you want something that is it depends on the taste of you, obviously, what you taste like, but I love this, but I like this. So this is a love, this is a like for me. Anyway, so very quickly to recap what this smells like for people who want to know. So for this one, for Animal Black, we have ginger, patchouli, mahogany, lavender, cinnamon, jasmine, and musk. So for the note breakdown, you think, wow, this is going to be one of those absolutely amazing fragrances. It falls short. Especially the disappointing side of it is the mahogany. Mahogany, where is the mahogany? So because when you mention mahogany, mahogany is one of those dense smelling woods, and they have a very distinctive smell to them. They are very rustic, they are very dense, very thick, very almost they smell like almost they're going to realm of oud, but they don't, obviously. But in here, it's very mild, it's very minimalistic. To my nose, to be honest with you, is more like cedar than mahogany, but they mentioning mahogany, so that is one small disappointment there. The ginger is absolutely there. The ginger is very, very strong, especially the first half-life of this fragrance. The lavender is very, very strong, so lavender is there, is making it very, very aromatic. The patchouli, again, somebody mentioned in the reviews in the Fragrantica, oh, this is too much patchouli. Where is the patchouli? I can't even smell. Obviously it's there, but it's very mild. It's very mild, and it's a variety of patchouli. Is like a leafy, fresh variety of patchouli rather than deep, dense patchouli. So that's another aspect which is little bit letting it down. The cinnamon is there. Cinnamon nutmeg is there. Yeah, definitely cinnamon nutmeg is there, but again, very minimalistic, very subtle amount of it. The jasmine, again, very subtle, not too much of it in here. I wish something in here was like oomph, or at least a combination of them was oomph. I think what it lacks the amount of perfume oil. So the perfume oil in here probably is around maybe 10%, maybe even less. If it was like 20% perfume oil, I would have think this would have been a very special fragrance. So because they wanted to cut costs, they put less oil in here, and that makes it quite disappointing. Because first of all, the performance is not great, and also the smell is very subdued and very understated, and is very mellow, is very shallow. There's no depth and complexity to it. The musk, again, there's musk undertone, but and it's very clean. Overall, it's quite clean. It's quite soapy. There's a little bit of dustiness to it, a little bit of comfort to it, a little bit of hint of very small amount of smokiness in here, but it's not worth even mentioning. So to recap